Wow. No.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Oh
That
man.
wasn't her.
Yeah.
Hi guys!
Hey.
Welcome back again to our channel. This month is the month for
Game over, man. I'm telling you, it is game over. The Exorcism of Emily Rose, requested by Autumn.
Oh yeah. You know, so many times we wanted to watch this movie, but
Oh man.
the title itself is so
It
scary.
is like, it shows fear. It's like,
So we tried to avoid it, but
You know-
unfortunately, our Where's My Movie Autumn,
Where is Mama?
this is what she suggested.
Yeah.
So I have no choice but to dive into this movie.
The title itself is like, those signs do not enter
Yeah, those.
a building.
Do not watch this movie.
That's exact. We go against the rules right now.
Yeah, well, we haven't seen this one, obviously.
Mhm.
We're curious.
Yeah.
One of my friends actually suggested this movie. That it's a
Really?
good one. I don't know.
When they say, it's so funny because every other genre of movie, when they say, oh, it's a good one, okay, I trust you. But when it's a horror and they say, oh, it's a good one, it's a,
Oy,
it's a messed up.
No, not all, but some. It depends on the
Depends on what?
the movie, Mar. For example, like it could be, for example, the Oculus. It was a scary movie, but we enjoyed the script writing there.
That one
how the
was,
story went out.
that one was different, man.
And Autumn
That one
was
was
the one also suggested the movie. So
That one was different.
maybe Autumn is onto something.
Many people will find that movie not scary, but I find it so scary because so many people are not aware that there is a
But it was
presence.
written wonderfully, and it was project. I remember, like, they made the movie so well.
It's inspired by real events.
So I am curious to see the Exorcism of Emily Rose.
Yeah.
I bet this is a closely related to a true story, or I don't know.
I guess so, yeah.
We'll just jump into it, guys.
We'll just jump.
But before we do that, if you're new to our channel and you haven't subscribed, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel.
Please do, let's just jump it.
That's it. We're done. Turn it off. That scream. Whew. Oh my goodness, wow, that terrified me. The window is like in the middle, so dark.
Yeah.
Oh. I think this is just the beginning, Marianne. And the priest. Oh, she did.
This is the room?
This is the aftermath, I think.
Maybe.
Father Moore, you'll have to come with me.
What?
No, what, they think he killed her? No. Maybe from the exorcism, Marianne. Emily Rose didn't survive.
I need a Christian on this. We're going after a holy man here.
No.
Ethan Thomas.
All right, pull him off whatever he's doing. He's lead prosecutor.
He's the prosecutor.
DA charged him with negligent homicide. They
Negligent.
offered a very reasonable plea bargain, but the priest turned it down.
Carl.
They want you to ask the priest to reconsider it.
I think she's gonna be the defense lawyer.
If the priest won't do it and this does go to trial, the archdiocese feels his testimony could be an embarrassment. So under no circumstances is he to testify.
So she's the defense.
But I think they behave like this. It's just business until they
Know the truth?
know the truth. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Well, she's gonna make it for him to not testify.
Are you a Catholic?
No.
I'll stick with my public defender.
He can't get the DA to get you a better deal. I can.
I won't be making any plea agreement.
Oh, he wanna testify.
I'm not afraid of jail. What I care about is telling Emily Rose's story.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Then I'll let you tell her story, but only if you agree to let me do whatever else it takes to win.
You need faith in this to win.
Okay, he's on now.
Before these troubles began, was Emily a happy girl? Before she went away to university, my Emily
Oh,
was
she
so
was like a
very
big.
In
But she's-
college.
What is going on? It's a scholarship, Mom. They pay for it. They pay for everything.
Wait. Is he connected to something else?
No, man.
Alright, I think it's connected to something. I don't know, I have this feeling.
Interesting. They don't really show it right
Yeah,
away.
yeah. It's a different type of. I like it. To be honest, I like it. Not the we go through dark tunnels and we wait to die. But who knows? We'll see.
We'll get there.
We know what hour is this. It stopped.
Oh my goodness. What is
Stop.
that?
Morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ethan Thomas. I'm the Assistant
Stopped.
District Attorney.
Since 3 a.m. The hour of the devil.
He betrayed that responsibility by persuading her to abandon her medical treatment in favor of religious treatment. We will demonstrate that this course of action directly resulted in the victim's death.
Exorcism is illegal? Then?
It's skeptical. It's like a taboo.
This is what she looked like. This is a photograph taken of her on the day that she died.
Man.
You can barely recognize her.
Did Emily communicate with you again last fall after you received the letter?
Actually, it was her mother. She telephoned me. She asked me to call Emily at a payphone on the university campus.
Something happened.
When Emily answered, she was quite hysterical. She said that she was alone that weekend. Her roommate had gone home.
We're gonna see it now.
Oh no, 3 a.m. No, please.
Thought she smelled something burning.
Go back to your room.
Mom.
Oh, it's just a door.
It's just her in this apartment or building? So scared. Mom. Oh, I cannot watch this one.
Something's gonna happen.
Don't say that, Marianne. Wait. Oh, something's always gonna happen. Oh no. She's inside her room. Oh my god. Oh.
Look at that.
First is intimidation, right? They play with you.
Oh, it's pulling the
Mama.
sheets. It's stepping on the freaking.
It's stepping?
Yeah, it's climbing the bed. Oh,
Whoa! She's sinking!
oh,
Whoa!
oh no.
What? What is molesting her? The freaking.
The heck?
What was that?
What happened? Man.
Epilepsy results from rapid, uncontrolled electrical activity in the brain. The muscle contractions could feel like an extreme pressure on the body.
Wow.
It is certainly possible with all that brain activity for a person to perceive all sorts of strange and violent things. She told me she was convinced that her condition was a spiritual one. It was the conviction of her priest, she said, and she shared his beliefs.
Doesn't this imply that what you observed may not have been an epileptic focus? And would Father Moore's advice to stop taking Gambutrol be good advice if Emily were in fact not epileptic?
Of course, that's not the case here. She was epileptic.
When Emily saw objects move on their own, was she experiencing symptoms typical of epilepsy?
Not typical, no.
Haha.
Say, for example, psychosis.
Yes, I would say that's correct.
So maybe he misdiagnosed her.
Emily's experiences fit your epilepsy diagnosis while simply ignoring those which might indicate something else.
Objection, Your Honor.
Further questions?
She said her point.
Yeah, she doesn't want to continue. And this is complicated, man.
Yeah.
Until you experience something like this, nobody will believe you.
There are forces surrounding this trial.
And she's experiencing it already.
Just be careful, Aaron. Watch your step.
They don't like it because she's defending him.
Now, what I need from you is more information about Emily's condition.
She was sent to the university hospital for testing and observation.
She's not the same.
Yeah. This is just after the first incident, right?
Yeah.
So she believed that her actual possession began that night at the hospital?
Yeah, I think she did.
For real? At the
Man.
hospital.
After that, things just went from bad to worse.
She's not doing anything.
Man. The devil. Freaking goodness!
Man. Oh. freaking life.
Man, when I covered my eyes, I thought I still see that guy in my face.
What is it? Wow.
She's seeing it
Man,
everywhere.
everything is like, don't look at their faces. Man, she's done for, I tell ya.
Oh my, it wasn't good.
Lord. Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa. Did you see her dark spot?
Yeah, like a cat in the night.
Yeah.
Wow. More.
Whoa. Oh, man.
That wasn't her.
Yeah.
Oh, she could smell something.
The same.
Yeah, maybe. Burning.
Is the presence is here.
Ooh. She lives alone. Oh, that is it's more terrifying if you live alone. See, she's smelling it. Oh no.
That's it.
Oh my goodness.
The door, the door. Ooh.
Is this the front door?
Front door. And back to bed.
Oh, she's doubting it now.
Sorry, I was late. I didn't get a lot of sleep, but a power outage knocked out my alarm clock.
She's skeptical.
But the
Agnostic.
priest knows.
You're in a spiritual battle, Aaron. The forces of darkness are trying to keep you away from the light.
Yep. To inflict paranoia.
Imagine an agnostic to believe in God. That's
Yeah.
not good for them.
Oh, yes.
If we don't find a doctor to testify that Emily wasn't epileptic or schizophrenic or schizoepileptic, we're going to lose.
Yeah. Because all the medical side, like they could say that Emily was really in need of that drug.
The psychiatrist you wanted is tied up in another trial, and the neurologist is sailing to Costa Rica.
No, they don't have anyone.
I'm saying maybe we shouldn't just try to invalidate the prosecution's case by punching holes in the medical approach. Maybe we should also try to validate the alternative.
Mm-hmm. She has to believe in his client, in her client, you know?
But I've got 3 articles by the anthropologist who wrote this book. She approaches the subject of possession from a scientific perspective.
Okay.
Okay, come on. Bring her.
There was absolutely nothing Father Richard Moore could have done to prevent the death of Emily Rose.
She took the drugs, man.
Mm-hmm.
Those drugs maybe just to numb you, not to heal you.
She said it was terrible to hear the clinking of spoons and forks. She was always hungry, but she said they wouldn't let her eat.
What? For real?
Tell us what else happened that night.
I walked her back to her dorm. I fell asleep. But when I woke up, she wasn't beside me.
What is it? What is it? Oh! And she was looking at him.
That is terrifying.
Man. Careful. And it wasn't her who would look at him, man.
Why would they do that to her all the time?
Jason and I put Emily to bed, hoping she would sleep.
So they brought her home.
Eventually, when she didn't get better, we called our priest, Father Moore.
Oh, I see. Understand.
When he arrived, I sent my daughter Alice upstairs to see if Emily was awake.
The sound. Wow.
She's eating bugs. Man.
They're mad because the priest came. My goodness.
The worst. I think it was already too late when he came here, man.
Yeah.
Emily, can you hear me?
Different language.
Yeah, ancient one.
Oh, she looks rigid.
Yeah.
However, how you say that? Like very stiff.
Wow. Whoa!
You really say with confidence that the behavior you saw in your daughter's bedroom that night could not be the behavior of someone suffering from psychosis?
Not if you're speaking another language.
Didn't feel that way to me. Or to Father Moore.
And after that night, would you say that you put your daughter entirely in Father Moore's care?
Yes. We had done all we could.
The defense calls Dr. Sadira Adani.
I am currently a professor of anthropology.
The one with the
book. The one who wrote the book.
Why do you think Emily was invaded?
Based on my study of the case file, I believe that Emily Rose was a hypersensitive.
Why do you think Emily's exorcism failed?
The medical treatment, specifically the drug, gambutrol. The exorcism ritual results in a specific brain activity that cuts a person off from the possession experience because the doctor gave her gambutrol.
and make her brain numb.
Gambutrol locked Emily in the possessed state. This left her unable to respond to the exorcism.
Game over.
It directly contributed to her death.
I see, I understand. Because she's possessed and that drug's keeping the real Emily locked inside there.
Yeah, numb.
Numbed, exactly.
Have you ever used gambutrol in your studies?
Absolutely not. That would be dangerous to the patient.
Key to your assertion that somehow her medical treatment harmed Emily, this would be your own pet theory, correct?
Pet theory.
She used it. Okay, it's good too, you know.
Yeah.
She needs more hard evidence so she can win over the jury.
I've got a doctor who wants to testify.
Ooh.
He's an eyewitness, Aaron. He was there. He was at the exorcism.
How could you not tell me that a doctor attended the exorcism?
Yeah, why? He didn't say it.
He asked that I keep his involvement confidential.
Oh, okay.
And I said I would.
I see.
And now he's willing to testify.
That girl was not schizophrenic.
Oh.
She was not epileptic or any combination of the two.
God, if I'd known, I never would have been there. I started praying again since then, you know.
Goodness.
Brief story is fake.
She was lucid, and she was completely aware of this separate entity inside her. And of course, this awareness of her alternate mental state is counterindicative of psychosis.
Crazy people don't know they're crazy.
But she knows.
Send me the case files and tell me when to be in court.
Thank you, doctor.
This is a big help for her, for the case.
Before he was arrested, Father Moore sent this to me. Asked me to take
It's a recording.
Maybe during the exorcism. This is good. This is good. 3 a.m.
Again.
She did not told the priest about this though.
Nope.
Mother whispering, Marianne. Girl, you gotta share this to Father Moore. I don't think they're trying to possess her. They're just trying to scare her.
Yeah. To sabotage her. To go tired, to go, you know, paranoia. Ah, the thingy plays by itself.
Oh, yeah.
By itself, man. Oh. Careful.
We're not agnostic anymore.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth?
I was expecting the worst.
I sat up till after midnight studying the Roman ritual, thinking about what lay ahead.
You mean the Roman ritual of exorcism? What happened next?
I woke up, freezing. It was exactly 3 a.m.
Oh.
3 a.m. is the demonic witching.
Now she knows.
I thought I smelled something burning.
Oh, she smelled it too.
I remembered that same smell of something burning had been perceived by Emily.
Now the lawyer can relate to all of this.
Oh yes, because it happened not just once, but a couple of times already.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Mother of God, pray for us sinners now and
Man.
Mocking.
Look at that.
Come on, just continue praying.
He went out. Wow, I visited him, man.
Can you identify this?
It's my tape recorder. I used it to record the exorcism.
I offer into evidence this cassette recorder and audio tape.
That's it. It's
Defense
evidence
Exhibit A.
now. Why objection?
The existence of this tape until late last
Neither
night.
do we, Your Honor. This tape is new evidence that just came into our possession yesterday.
Very well. I'll allow it into evidence.
This is the Exorcism of Emily Rose. All right. Now listen. Do whatever I ask, without question. Restrain her.
Oh boy, this is it. Turning upside down.
It's here.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Hates it so bad.
They should have tied her more stronger.
Who are you, demon? Tell me your name.
Mm-hmm.
The cats!
The cats!
They all came inside. 6
Man.
cats? Oh, the cats.
Whoa, the cats are attacking him!
Oh, they should have tied her with a rope!
Whoa! The worst in my life.
She went to the barn.
Yeah.
She feels so hot, Father. She's burning up.
Whoa!
What the heck she's trying to do?
She's so hot. Whoa,
And the horses are scared, man.
They're so aggressive, the demon.
In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God. And the Word was the Word.
Man.
Always mocking.
Yeah.
Whoa,
A snake fell on him.
Come on, Father. Wow, it burned her. Whoa, the doctor. Whoa.
Release him, demon. I command you in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ.
Man.
Nah.
In the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. I now command you. Tell me your name.
There's a 1-2 man. More than one.
It's they.
Tell me your 6 names.
6
of them.
We are the ones who dwell within.
Is she saying the names?
I think so.
Mhm.
I am Lucifer.
Man, and the main one.
Oh,
Oh, the freaking eyes! The horses are running, man.
Don't go near the freaking. Oh.
The worst. That's it. Her body is not that strong enough. Man!
Rose revived. The exorcism had to be abandoned.
Did you attempt another exorcism?
I wanted to, but Emily refused.
I see.
But you did suggest she stop taking the drug, Gambutrol.
She told me that the drugs had never helped her. After all, she was on Gambutrol during the exorcism.
She was?
Ah, man.
So he only did once.
Yeah.
Exorcism. I thought she died during the exorcism.
Nope.
Are you aware that she underwent advanced catechism training? Did she study ancient Greek, Hebrew, and Latin?
Yes, I think that's right.
Really?
Oh no, he's gonna debunk it.
Are you aware of the dual sets of vocal cords that every human possesses? No, so you didn't know that Tibetan monks, for example, actually teach themselves to activate both sets of vocal cords at once. Would you think it's possible that Emily, in her psychotic state, might have activated both of her sets of vocal cords?
The father more is like getting stressed now. I think it's bad news. Only credible
Your
witness.
Honor, my next witness must have been detained.
I think something happened to that Dr. Cartwright because he's the most reliable witness right now
The
because he's
devil.
a doctor. Oh, there he is.
Tell Father Moore I'm sorry.
Oh no, he's afraid, Marian.
Tell him I know what they can do.
What?
See, he's seeing things now.
Yeah, but he's not gonna get away from.
Whoa!
Did he die?
Maybe not, but that was obvious. Work of the devil.
Cartwright's dead.
I heard.
He's dead.
That's it. They don't have a reliable witness.
What the hell were you thinking?
Carl.
You told me you'd talk him out of testifying. We'll be lucky if the Archdiocese isn't named in
I
additional
had
charges.
a doctor who was going to corroborate. I swore an oath to do what's best for my client.
Spare me the law school pieties, Bruner. If you put that priest on the stand again, I will fire you.
The Archdiocese, they want to wash their hands with this drum and everything.
Yeah. This is our test, man. Would you choose the material world to be fulfilled? Or choose the faith?
It's kind of hard when you're battling to the mortal world and the spiritual
Oh,
world,
yes.
man.
Oh, yes.
Right now, she is doing that. Because
Yep.
she has to defend this guy.
Dr. Cartwright is dead.
Without his testimony, it's over.
Yep.
No, it isn't over. We're telling Emily's story. That's what matters. Just let me go back on the stand and then tell the rest of the story, and then you'll know.
Can't do that.
You must.
You gotta risk your career on this, girl. You have to.
Here, take this.
What is this?
Just read it, and then decide what you want to do.
What is this? Last night. What was that? It's the rest of her Emily story, I think.
Maybe.
Ah, so she can decide if she wants it heard.
Is the defense ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor. The defense recalls Father Richard Moore.
She's gonna get fired by this, but she's doing it anyway.
And that guy's leaving.
When did you last see Emily alive?
The night before she died,
Why did she ask to see you?
to give me this.
Did Emily explain to you the letter's significance?
Oh, that was the letter from Emily.
That it was important for me to share.
Interesting.
That's the same letter that she read.
Why did God allow Emily to become possessed by demons and then die?
I can let Emily answer that.
The letter.
The letter, yeah.
Last night, on All Hallows Eve, Father Moore tried to cast 6 demons from my body.
I awoke a few hours later, hearing a voice calling out my name.
Whoa.
That's it. It's a good thing.
Yeah. Oh, no.
It's herself.
It's herself.
Again, I heard a voice calling my name.
Her
It was
soul.
the Blessed Holy Mother of God, and said, Emily, heaven is not blind to your pain. I asked the Blessed Mother, why do I suffer like this? And she said, you can come with me in peace, freed of your bodily form.
Man.
Through you, many will come to see that the realm of the spirit is real.
Wow.
I see. I like a duty.
Choice is yours.
I guess she chose to stay in her body.
Oh, yes.
So she can tell her story.
Yeah,
That's why
man.
it's important for Father
bring
Moore to
others
tell
to
her
faith.
story.
To bring others to faith.
See?
That's it. Like crucified.
People say that God is dead, but how can they think that if I show them the devil?
Man. Game over, man.
That is scary.
Man, this turned out different than I expected. Yep.
Father Moore attaches divine significance to the wounds on Emily's hands and feet because he sees them as confirmation of what he wants to believe.
Ah, this is the last statement now.
Yeah.
Emily had already shown a tendency to injure herself, simply did so again on one of the barbed wire fences surrounding the Rose family farm. Emily suffered because she was sick, not because she was a saint. I'm a man of faith, and I am also a man of facts.
No, you're not a man of faith. Stop lying, brother.
But this is work, Marianne. This is his job. The same with the girl.
And
His
my job
to
to
defend.
say the truth in this reaction.
Father Richard Moore convinced Emily that she wasn't ill, that she didn't need medicine, because the fact is, it wasn't the devil that did this to Emily Rose.
Angels and demons. God and the devil. These things either exist or they do not exist. Do I really believe that this tragedy is the work of the devil? To be honest, I don't know. But I cannot deny that it's possible.
There you go.
Is it a fact that Emily was a hypersensitive? I can't say that. But the question is it possible? Is it a fact that Emily was beloved by God, and that after her exorcism, she chose to suffer till the end so that we might believe in a more magical world? I can't say that's a fact. But ask yourself.
Is it possible?
Is it possible? It's what Emily believed. It's what Father Moore believed. And that sincere belief is what determined her choices and his.
It was her choice.
Yeah.
That was the most important thing.
The only fact is that Father Moore loved Emily with his whole heart. He has risked his very freedom so we could hear her story.
And her too. Her career.
Yeah.
I'm not asking that you believe everything that Father Moore believes. I'm simply asking that you believe in Father Moore.
Let's see what the jury has to say.
Please read the verdict out loud.
Oh no.
We, the jury, find the defendant guilty of negligent homicide.
Guilty. Girl, you don't have a career.
Father Moore requested at the start of the trial that if found guilty, he would be sentenced immediately.
Do you understand the gravity of this crime? That you may, under the law, be sentenced to a term of up to 10 years?
Excuse me, Your Honor.
What?
But the jury would like to make a recommendation.
Recommendation?
We recommend a sentence of time served.
What is that?
I'll accept that.
Ooh.
You are guilty, Father Moore. And you are free to go.
What?
Okay.
I don't understand what happened, Marianne. He's free to go.
He will serve.
Community, I guess.
You think so, yeah?
Only community service.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you shocked us all.
Now you're happy to see her.
I'm offering you a full partnership in the firm.
Yeah.
Keep it.
She's changed woman. I don't think he's gonna visit her anymore.
Yeah, because I think she's done with the case. What else they want with her?
She's never gonna face that clock ever again.
I know. Nah.
Huh?
She move on. She has to.
Has to, like, you know, have guts, man.
Yeah.
Man, I thought I'm gonna die before the end. Man.
We survived that one. We're like, it
different.
was see that I tell you that you will be amazed. It was different. We were expecting too much from it. That it will be scary.
Yeah.
But
it
was
turned out to
different.
be, you know,
Yeah.
a good thing in the end.
Yes,
And
exactly.
inspired by the true events.
Wow.
Oh, man.
It was
boy.
it was a very difficult case, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Because when it comes to religion, it's a very touchy topic.
Yeah,
It's not for everybody.
exactly.
Especially
Exactly.
about the spiritual realm,
Mhm.
about these demons and possessions. It's
Oh, yes.
very
Oh, yeah. Until you experience it, it's impossible to believe it.
Mhm.
That's the only way I can explain it. Until you experience it, you cannot believe it. Even if you watch it, like a recording cam, and you see moving chair or whatever, like, you still not believe. It's a trick. Someone is pulling a string. Someone is doing that. I understand everybody where it come from. Like, you know, of course you're not gonna believe it.
I understand why they choose the prosecution and why why it was her as the defense lawyer.
Mhm.
For them, when you're in the court of law, Marianne, when
Yeah.
you are a prosecutor, they think ahead. We even saw it in the beginning that they want to hire someone
Mhm.
that is religious, that he goes to church, so there'll be no bias. He will be
Yeah.
unbiased. So you see, if a man, for example, if a man goes in, right, who doesn't believe, doesn't, let's say, what the one that doesn't believe in God, what do you call that, Marian?
Like an atheist.
Atheist. For example,
Yeah.
the prosecutor was an atheist.
Yeah.
Of course, he will be so against the defense, right?
Exactly,
so they will see it as bias because of his faith.
Mhm.
If they put a guy who goes to church and have a,
It's gonna be.
yeah,
They will think it's biased only for the faith.
So that guy, you see, the prosecutor
her
has no choice but
To put someone in between.
No, the prosecutor has no choice but to tear down every evidence because that is his job.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter
yeah.
what's his faith. So, for example, the girl, she's not a bad person, but she's
Yeah.
defending some bad people.
But she was the perfect one because she was agnostic.
Yeah,
she
you
was
see,
in between.
No, the reason why they put her in that case because she won a case with that Van Hopper, and
Mhm.
then you know what happened to that Van Hopper? He went and killed someone. So it doesn't make her a bad person because that's their job. You know, in your defense, where you defend the defendant. When you're prosecutor, you try to destroy the.
Doesn't mean that if you defend someone who, let's say, it's for
That-
real, no, for real is not guilty this time, doesn't mean that person not gonna do something.
That is why it's so risky. This kind of when because I watch a few like shows, right,
Mhm.
about this in the law of court. Like it's so hard to see the truth because when you go to trial, that's why some of the prosecutors would recommend you to get the deal, right, the plea
Yeah.
agreement. But if you go to trial, your hands is on the jury.
Exactly.
That's why you as a prosecutor, if you really believe the defendant is guilty of, you really have to try. But if the defense lawyer wins, you have no choice. A killer goes free.
I think most of the cases goes with the deal.
Yeah.
I think most of the
yeah.
cases. especially if it's something like very that you don't have a hard evidence on it.
No, as if the case is very big, then
If
you
it's
have to
huge,
go
yeah,
to a
yeah.
trial.
Yeah, if it's
Like, or very big deal, but like for example, they
yeah,
like a serial killer. The serial killer cannot take a deal.
or the biggest case I can think of is when they took all the freaking the Nazis
Oh yeah, that one.
and they
See?
put everybody there,
They
and they
don't
took
give.
so long
They
until.
don't. They don't give them a plea agreement.
No, it was just for them to really see what they have to say.
But because he has the negligent homicide,
Yeah.
they could give him like a plea agreement.
Mm-hmm.
But that was a hard case.
The story is like it's, man, I don't know, man, like, to be honest, uh, let's say someone has like a path in life and you experience so many things. Of course you're gonna talk about the things that you experience because you live them.
Yeah.
If you don't live like something that someone else is talking about, you're not an expert to say about that.
Mhm.
Because you never experienced it, right? Even if you hear a lot of stories and not a lot of stuff. But what I like it is the best mindset is to never assume that you know everything. To okay, nope, it's impossible. I know this for sure. Like when I talk to people that really says like, nah, I know. Man, if you know everything, then why we even talk about?
Oh yeah, I know you're right.
You
But they
know?
don't really show us here in the movie
Yeah.
about that kind of thoughts.
Yeah.
Because it's only happened in the courtroom. Have you noticed most of that
Yeah,
happening in the
yeah.
movie is in the courtroom.
Yeah.
So you whatever they say, they only say it for the sake of the case. But
Exactly.
outside of that, we see that everyone around Emily, they kind of supported her.
Yeah.
So that's why I didn't get why would they put her negligent homicide when at the end, only
Yeah.
after I didn't even know. I thought that she stopped taking that drug even before the exorcism, but she only stopped it after the exorcism. So it was still her choice.
Yep. The
Right?
only dilemma for me, from my perspective, right, is why the heck she was possessed in the first place.
That doctor tried to explain it, but I don't know.
No, he didn't really explain it to me because I know in order to be possessed by someone,
There's a
based on
criteria.
what I know and based on what I read and based on those things, right, is like you have to put yourself there in a let's say, I don't know, you inherit like a big sin, you did something, I don't know, like you're hiding from something where you're associating yourself
Do
with
you
someone.
think? Do you?
You go to a very like a bad place, like a how you call it,
No, I don't think so.
haunted place. It has to be a reason. The demon itself is not gonna pick you up because of whatever, unless in this
This
case.
is, she said, hypersensitive, something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I think she's more closer to this spiritual thingy.
Yeah.
That's why she was like, let's say, a very perfect victim to take over.
Because the only explanation I will have in this position here is like God himself allow her to be possessed, just so many people will believe in in the end as a aftermath.
Yeah, because
that's the only
even
explanation.
I still believe that even if you're how gully you are, you can still get possessed.
Oh yes.
Yeah, because
They're more attacked if you're...
they're very crafty, those little tiny little demons.
Oh yes.
This movie reminded me when we first watched The Exorcism. But this is more into the side of the law. Like they're dealing, you have to deal, because when you deal with the spiritual, remember when we watched The Exorcism, they even put the girl into the electric shock electric shock therapy or something like that.
You cannot, man. You can. I've read a lot of stories, like even ancient ones, like someone who is like fully possessed, because there is more levels of possession.
Yeah, I think so.
It's like a tiny whisper, like be that and that.
I think that is before the possession.
The full possession, there is nothing you can do to that person. Even those exorcism, I don't think they really work from what we see, like physical world, because we don't know what is happening as a spiritual world with them. We think, oh, we heal them and all that, but I don't know if that really happens. Wow, and depends on there is a freaking, I read about this, that the demons themselves, they have like a hierarchy, how you call it? They have like titles like a baron, a count, and all that. If you get like a very, very high, level of demon possession, I don't think it's possible to be exorcised from that, man. It's game over with that one.
Oh no, and like
But this movie,
that is a scary thought, to be possessed or see someone experience through that ordeal, Martin. Like that
Mhm.
is very scary.
Yeah.
And when I see this movie,
Mhm.
I feel like it happened way long ago. Like I don't know
Yeah,
what
yeah.
year it is, because the way they
2005 or 6, I think it was this.
no, but when
The
was
story.
this the
Yeah,
story
maybe,
itself?
maybe. I will search about it.
Yeah, because when
Yeah.
is this happening? Maybe
Ah, I was not even surprised when they asked her, the priest asked her, like, what is your
name.
and
Oh.
they proceed to show that, like, like a lot more than one.
Like
They
they
want like
names.
names and all that, because they never operate by one man. They always like
They're
more.
more.
Yeah, because the fact that there is one, like a leader, because they are like a legion, always operate like a legion. Like the leader will always send a weaker one to see if he's gonna get punished or abolished or whatever. And when he has free clearance, the big one intervenes.
It was amazing though, that fact when they said about the drug, the gumbutrol, like the drug kept her in prison, her own
Numb the mind.
numb the
Numb the
mind. That's
mind.
why the exorcism doesn't
Yeah.
work on her.
Yeah.
That is like,
Yeah,
I never thought of that.
I read it all over the internet that even those people who suffer from depression and all that, the drugs themselves is to numb your mind. It doesn't heal you. It numbs your mind, so you can think about it. That's why the addictions of alcohol, like weeds
Is
or whatever,
numbing it.
numbing the pain that you carry. Because like I said, it's very hard to become faithful and fully commit to God, because it's a scary thought. You see, I'm in control in my life. I can do everything and all that. And it's I know it's hard, man. It's
But I
hard.
was
Like,
so happy that the movie turned out like this, that it wasn't scaring us. It
Yeah.
was mostly just showing us the facts and how the trial went. So it was very interesting. I
Mhm.
wish they should have shown us real pictures of after when they make true stories.
yeah.
They show us real pictures. I wish to see some, but I did not.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's it.
That was
Thank
it.
you.
Thank you, Autumn, for requesting. This one was quite good, man.
Yes, thank
Quite
you for
good.
not scaring.
I would
us.
like to watch more like this, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you for the recommendation.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this one, guys.
Yes.
If you want to see the long version of this movie, or if you want to see more reactions from us, you can always join us on our Patreon or subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Please do. Till next time. Bye bye.